Welcome to historic Ruby Falls. We're glad you're here. Your elevator brought you down 260 feet into the very heart of historic Lookout Mountain. Dominating the skyline of Chattanooga, rising up from the banks of the Tennessee River and stretching 80 miles southwest into Georgia and Alabama, Lookout Mountain features extensive cave systems, including the Lookout Mountain Cave. Throughout history, the natural opening of the Lookout Mountain Cave on the banks of the Tennessee River allowed easy access for early Native Americans in the region, whose folklore and legends included tales of miles of underground passageways, bottomless pits, subterranean rivers, underground waterfalls, and lakes. This same cave was used by both Union and Confederate forces during Civil War battles in the Chattanooga area, perhaps most notably as a temporary hospital. As Chattanooga became a large railroad hub for the South, it became necessary to construct a tunnel through the end of Lookout Mountain to provide rail access from Nashville to Chattanooga. During the construction of this railroad tunnel in 1905, the Lookout Mountain Cave entrance was intersected and sealed off from outside access. Leo Lambert, a young man living in Chattanooga, had played in Lookout Mountain Cave with his friend Jimmy Fuller for years. In 1923, Mr. Lambert began investigating the concept of drilling an elevator shaft into the side of Lookout Mountain in an effort to reach the old Lookout Mountain Cave and potentially reopen it to the public. On November 1st, 1928, the process of drilling the elevator shaft to open this cave was started, a prospect which carried a price tag of $25,000. A total of 3 crews working 8-hour shifts labored around the clock, garnering 5 feet of progress for every 24 hours of work. 2 months of drilling into solid limestone rock. At the 260-foot level, a gush of air rose up through the shaft as the jackhammer hit a void in the rock. Upon further drilling and inspection, a small opening into a previously unknown chasm was discovered. This opening, measuring 2 feet high and 4 feet wide, was immediately explored by Lambert, his friend Jimmy Fuller, and a small crew. They disappeared into the chasm and were gone 17 hours. Upon their return, Lambert excitedly told of the discovery of amazing geological formations and the existence of an enormous waterfall. A few days later, Lambert re-entered this newfound cave with his wife Ruby and christened this natural wonder with her name, Ruby Falls. Drilling continued to the 420-foot mark, where the shaft intersected the Lookout Mountain Cave as expected 90 days after drilling began. In total, 15,000 pounds of dynamite was used to loosen 5 million pounds of limestone, which was removed from the shaft 1 bucketful at a time. That same rock was reclaimed and used to build the cavern castle, as well as develop the cave trails. On December 30th, 1929, 14 months after drilling began, the Lookout Mountain Cave was open to the public, while construction of the newfound Ruby Falls Cave continued. On June 16, 1930, Ruby Falls Cave was open to the public and quickly grew to overshadow the popularity of the old Lookout Mountain Cave tour. In 1935, tours of the Lookout Mountain Cave were halted because of the enormous popularity of the Ruby Falls Cave and its unusual features, including, of course, the waterfall itself. Since its grand opening, Ruby Falls has hosted millions of people from all corners of the earth. As you journey from this point, you will eventually reach the spectacular 145-foot waterfall at a depth of 1,120 feet underground. This makes Ruby Falls the deepest commercial waterfall in the United States. Ruby Falls is also listed in the National Register of Historic Places because of its economic impact on the neighboring community. As you move through the cave, we ask you to please stay with your guide, follow the safety instructions you're given, and enjoy this natural wonder, Ruby Falls.
All right, everybody, again, welcome to Ruby Falls. In case you've forgotten, I'm Jessie, and I'm your tour guide today. Now, if you guys will take a look over here to your left, you're going to see the original cave level that was explored by Leo Lambert. This is a 2-foot tall by 4-foot wide area in which he crawled for 7 of the 17 hours he was first down here, and a total of 650 feet on his belly before he found a spot where he could stand upright. Now, you guys don't have to worry about any belly crawling today. All of our pathways have since been excavated, so you should be able to stand upright the entire time. Unless you are extremely tall or over 5'5", then in those cases, please watch your head. Now, we are in a cave, and despite this beautifully paved floor, there are going to be uneven and wet spots. So just be careful, watch your step. If you see a handrail, feel free to use it. But I'm going to let you know there's going to be a lot more signs advising the use of handrails and actual handrails, so y'all just be careful, okay?
All right.
Now we'll do 3 more presentations on our way to the waterfall. The rest of the presentation